Yeah, what's going on, family? It's your man B Miles coming to you live once again with another video from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. I actually want to come to y'all with another video, man, talking about how too many of our elders have sold out the youth, and how they sold out the younger generation, and how that pretty much needs to be corrected. And this does not apply, to all the elders who really been putting in serious work. And the reason why I want to talk about this, because for what I've been seeing lately is that, we have seen too many of our elders, who are bought and paid for, pretty much expose themselves of how I told you on the last video, how they want to go along to get along. I'm taking my time trying to process these words in this video, because it's such a very sad thing that, a lot of the elders that we once looked up to are pretty much have been bought and paid for, and they pretty much sold out. And from what I've been seeing, for like generations and all that, one of the main things, I was always taught and told was to respect my elders. And that is one of the things that I definitely do. And I feel as though that is something that the younger generation should always do. And that is something that should be always acknowledged and recognized. And that's, that is one of the main things that should be respected, because those are the elders that came before us. But one of the main things that I'm really not liking from my elders is that how a lot of them, they got a real big disdain for the younger generation, and how a lot of the elders, they don't want to reach out to the younger generation, how a lot of the older generation, they want to hold on to power, and they feel like if somebody else was to come and take their spot, somebody's younger than them, that they will be outshined by somebody that is younger than them, because the younger generation, they are becoming much more wiser, much more stronger. And the younger generation is a generation that, at times they can be, very rebellious, they can be a bit reckless, but they don't really have the guidance, from a lot of the elders, because a lot of them, they already sold this out any daggone way. Especially a lot of these boule ass Negroes out here who supposed to be called these so-called black leaders. They have already sold us out. Even when it came down to Dr. Martin Luther King, when it came down to like integration, that situation right there sold us down the river. But Dr. King woke up a bit too goddamn late and realized, that he integrated us into a burning goddamn house. He sold us out. And a lot of these leaders down the pipe, they have all sold us out. And a lot of the older generation, they have a big tendency at times to not listen to the younger generation, because our generation, we are very aware of what's going on and stuff like that. We want to reach out to them. And now do I respect the younger generation for disrespecting the elders? Absolutely not. What I do, what I don't respect is when the older generation is reaching out to the elders or looking for the direction, but the elders are always looking down at the youth and always want to be saying, oh, you guys are lucky we didn't have this growing up, or y'all generation this, y'all generation that, but you're not even trying to reach out or teach the younger generation. Now, were there some elders back in the day that was really out there teaching them? Teaching us? Absolutely. Back in those days, we used to see, the 5% nation, the Nation of Islam, the ones out there teaching, going amongst the 85% to teach the people. But nowadays, we really don't even see that. It is because a lot of these elders, they don't want to, they really don't want to pass on the torch, because the younger generation is coming on stronger there, and they are much more wiser. Now, to those of them who have passed the torch, I commend them. But a lot of these elders, one of the things I do not like is that they have a lot of arrogance with them. They are pumped up with a lot of arrogance and a lot of ego, and they are very afraid to acknowledge that they have learned something from somebody that is younger than them. The one thing you elders got to understand, you got to cut down that ego and your arrogance. Just because you're older than me, that does not mean you cannot learn from me. Now, mind you, you are older than me and you are an elder, and I acknowledge that. You know more than me, but you don't know everything. That's the thing that you elders got to understand. You may know more, but you don't know everything, and that does not mean you cannot learn from somebody that is younger than you. And that's where y'all mess up, and you have a tendency of looking down on us. That's where the big disdain and the disconnection comes in your arrogance, in your ego. That's where you fall at. Elders, you're supposed to be reaching out. If there are some younger generation who don't want to listen to the knowledge, all right, okay, well, let them, you know what I mean? All right, okay, well, let them be. But if you have the youth out there that is willing to listen to the knowledge, pass it on to those of them who want to listen. But too many of y'all have given up the fight. And a lot of y'all love to kiss the ass of the slave master. A lot of y'all have become so damn weak and just giving up the damn fight. I mean, y'all just sold us out. And I don't like that. Too many of our elders have sold us out. And I hate to say it, a lot of them are in the way. Because many of them want to go along to get along, just to hold on to the little bit of power that was given to them any damn way. But I had to come to y'all with this video, man. Spread thoughts up on this, shed light up on the situation. I felt the need that y'all had to hear the subject. Keep on liking and subscribing to my channel. And always appreciate the love. And don't forget to subscribe to my backup channel, B-Mouse84 News Network. Continuing to like, share, subscribe. And this your man B-Mouse coming to you live once again from the B-Mouse84 Conscious channel. One love once again. Peace.